Ray J just crashed out on the Breakfast Club.
I promise you, I didn't mean anything like that. I was totally a Richard Pryor joke that had no substance in any conversation with that.
No.
Hold on, keep playing it though. Situation, I can't speak on that.
That's
that,
what
So why
saying.
keep speaking on it?
They kept asking me.
On a recent airing of the Breakfast Club, Ray J appeared as a guest, and he seemed to be under the influence of alcohol and couldn't really control what he was saying. Everybody knows Ray J has been on a press run, appearing on podcasts like Club Shay Shay, and has been sharing way too much information for this stage of his life, especially about Kim K's box not smelling the best. And now he was on the Breakfast Club, and though it wasn't his most outlandish appearance on the Breakfast Club, it was certainly odd considering that he is now 43 years old. It was so odd that Charlamagne decided to give him Donkey of the Day while he was present at the Breakfast Club. And I have to say, I don't know how people will respond to Charlamagne, because I feel like at this point, Charlamagne probably shouldn't play into someone crashing out like this. And he seems to kind of be not necessarily enabling the behavior, but using the behavior to garner attention for his platform. And I kind of had thought that at this point in his career, Charlamagne was above it, but maybe he didn't think so. And in Donkey of the Day, Charlamagne calls out Ray J to his face for making the same mistake over and over and having issues getting over his most recent divorce with Princess. Overall, this was quite odd, and though it was entertaining, I was taken aback because I know that Ray J has a lot of business. Like, he has those Raycom earplugs, and if you're on YouTube, you know that they buy a lot of ads on YouTube. He also has Tronics, which seems to be a upstart competitor to Zeus. So it's just like he has a lot going for him, but he can never seem to get right mentally. And now he's on the Breakfast Club, super drunk and out of his mind. As to what the blowout will be, we will see. I would guess other members of media might call out Charlamagne for making the decision to platform someone who's clearly going through something, and this could blow back on the Breakfast Club. But as we all know, that may be a good thing and could allow the Breakfast Club to actually garner more attention than it has over the last month or ever since they got Just Hilarious. But let me know what you think. Do you feel like this was a poor choice by Charlamagne to put Ray J on his show in such dire straits? Do you think he should have done things differently? Do you feel like Ray J is responsible for his own choices, and at the end of the day, he must make the decision not to show up and be so clout chasey, right? Because I don't think Ray J has to do this anymore. I feel like Ray J is someone who can garner attention by himself and can go to YouTube and do his own video, maybe create a podcast. Why hasn't Ray J created a podcast or a YouTube channel where he does his own thing and doesn't necessarily have to go to other places? Or is this strategy by Ray J to get the click rate up, to get people paying attention to Tronics? This is kind of outrage marketing. So even though Ray J may actually be going through stuff, maybe this is just a ploy for him to monetize off of his pain, struggles, and all of the horrible things that are going on with his life. I mean, the guy revealed that Brandy don't want him around because of his struggles. He said that, it's just like he's kind of like the black sheep of the Norwood family. And I don't know, man. I used to be not a big fan of Ray J, but I was a fan of Sexy Can I. That was a great tune. Used to drop on the college radio station and college radio campus, and it used to go off. So it's just a sad state of affairs to see Ray J in this, because he's a legend. Ray J is one of the best to ever do it in the new age. I'm not saying he's a great artist, but I'm saying as far as this new age of garnering attention, you can't defeat the guy. And he's also had a lot of successful ventures. He's also responsible for the launch of Kim K's dominance in that social media influencer thing. He might be the person who invented social media influencing, and Crazy, man. Crazy. Sad state of affairs. But I also wanted to end this video by asking what you think about the Breakfast Club. I've been wondering about how they are doing. I kind of feel like, yes, they're still really good. They're still a staple of the culture. They're bigger than any other platform. For years, we have been looking at challengers like the Joe Budden podcast, $1 Million Worth of Game, Drink Champs. But considering that those never rose to the level of constant and sustained longevity, I think that they're just up there. But is the end near? Is it not even like they're falling apart or falling off, but just people might want to do different things? Because I was looking at Brilliant Idiots and I was like, wow, the last couple episodes have been pretty good. I feel like Brilliant Idiots could be the next step for Charlamagne, like focusing solely on Brilliant Idiots and focusing on a Charlamagne-led platform. So something like the Charlamagne Show that only exists on YouTube or, podcast platforms. Please, Charlamagne, don't do TV again. Cut it out. You're not cut out for TV. That has failed many times. Maybe you should keep trying, but try it on smaller channels. But I think Brilliant Idiots could be something that redefines what a urban podcast is. Like, you look at these shows like Joe Rogan, Bobby Lee, and they have comedians on all the time. I think Charlamagne could be that. I think Andrew Schultz could turnkey that. They could make Brilliant Idiots a platform where they have fun banter, where they take it more serious, where they invite people on to be edgy because Charlamagne can't be too edgy. And I think it could create kind of a Rogan light environment, except for people of color. Like, why not have Ian Lara or some of these other comedians rising through the ranks of the New York City Eastern cities and have them just shoot the what and go through topics and create back and forth banter like Shane Gillis and Andrew Schultz do on their podcasts, respectively. I feel like that could really be special. I feel like it could be something that extends Charlamagne's career and helps him distance himself from the Breakfast Club, because I feel like at some point that show's going to end. I mean, it's been on for more than 10 years. Pretty soon it'll be 20 years. And it's time for things to wrap up. Also, who knows what's going to happen with DJ Envy's case as far as, the Cesar Pina files. We still haven't forgot about that. But a lot remains to be seen. And I know Charlamagne doesn't own the Breakfast Club. I think he owns whatever. Maybe he has some type of ownership deal with the Black Effect. But I'm pretty certain he does not own the Breakfast Club. He can't go with that anywhere. But what he does own is the Brilliant Idiots. And I think it's time for him to prioritize that and move on from the biggest radio show in urban history. All right, y'all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think about Ray J's appearance on the Breakfast Club. Let me know what you think about what I suggested towards the end. Follow me on Instagram, The Stop TV. Follow me on Twitter, The Stop TV. This is Danny from The Stop. Bye.